Okay, in this video I'm going to briefly introduce organizational patterns. And the first one we want to look at is time order. And time order is organizing things, as it says, by time. This is sometimes called chronological order. And in this, the events have to happen in a certain order. This can also be with a process, like how to make something or how to build something. Our second category is cause and effect, and this ones can have different patterns, such as where we have a cause that leads to an effect that is then a cause, and then that leads to another effect, which then leads to another cause. Or we could have one cause and several effects, such as a typhoon would cause destruction of property, it would spoil the drinking water, and it would cause transportation not to work very well. Or we could talk about the several causes of global warming and climate change and have one effect. Our third group is classification. In classification, we're taking a topic and breaking it down into kinds, types, classes, or sorts. This might include, for example, general education, which include your English and literature classes, your science classes, your math classes, and your social science classes. Then we move over to definition. Definition is where we are defining a term by putting it into a class and then giving it a distinguishing quality. And then our example or examples illustrate that distinguishing quality. An example of a definition would be a smartphone, which is a class of telephone. Distinguishing quality is it can handle computer-like operations. And we could talk about things like we could write a paper on a smartphone, look up words, or go and look at Facebook. Comparison and contrast is used when we want to look at two things and show how they are similar. For example, a Ford car and a Toyota car, and we talk about three qualities that would make them similar. Or we want to contrast the Ford car and the Toyota car by showing or focusing on their differences. Okay. Contrast is signaled with contrast words like but and however, whereas comparison is used to show similarity, so we have things like same as, similar to. Our final category is listing, and listing we could diagram in one of two ways, and probably more. But in listing, basically you have a topic and a main idea and supports, which are examples of that, or list of things, such as we could talk about Americans' love for fast food and talk about hamburgers, pizza, and tacos, for example, as Taco Bell. So these are the 6 types of organizational patterns that we will be working on in this class over the next few weeks, at least until the end of the semester. Thank you.